Fuel switch is on. No, it is not on. Fuel switch is on. Instruments. Main pump. Strobe. Off, off. Magneto 1, magneto 2. Fuel pump. Look left, look right, clear prop.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on another adventure. At this time I'm trying to outrun a scary looking rain cell, so now you know why I appear to be in a rush.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to...
If you wonder about my situation, I can tell you that I am at Pine Bluffs Airport in South-Eastern Wyoming, getting fuel as I travel from east to west. And my next destination is Laramie, Wyoming. Right now I'm just trying to get in the air before the weather around the airport gets affected by the rain cell I'm trying to outrun.
Alright, Garmin tracker, iPad, radio, transponder, seatbelt, headset, door. Door is locked. Fuel pump 2 is on. Landing lights. Brake. Stick is released. Brake is released. 2000 RPM.
Now that I'm safely back in the air, let me bring you up to speed. As I was approaching Pine Bluffs, I was tracking two active rain cells. One is further to the north, but the second one is few miles to the northwest of the airport. It appears to me it is moving very slowly toward the east, but I cannot be 100% sure of my assessment. Without much thinking, I named both rain cells Fatman and the Monster. Fatman is the cell to the north, much larger in size, but fairly harmless to me and my plans to fly to Laramie. The Monster has a narrower trunk, but looks much more menacing and is much closer, so I have to pay attention to it. Once on the ground, I re-evaluated the weather conditions in the area and came up with a plan. So, the plan is to get back in the air before the rain cells has any chance to affect the airport, then fly around it from the south. During the time I was monitoring both cells, I did not see any lightning or heard any thunder, so I'm not very concerned this is a fully developed thunderstorm. But I will give it all the respect it deserves. The weather to the south looks fantastic, and I have a full tank of gas, so if this cell decides to intercept my route, I feel confident in my ability to sidestep it even if I have to fly a bit further to the south. This is the plan, and I am putting it into motion. Shortly after takeoff, I am facing the rain cell. It is clear that I have room to fly safely around it, but that does not diminish how awesome the picture in front of my eyes is. I have never seen such a sight even as an observer from the ground, and now I am dancing in the air in a small aircraft trying to outsmart this monster of a rain cell. From my vantage point, I do believe my plan is sound and flying around the storm would be safe, but this is the first time I am dealing with such a thing, and it is inevitable for a certain degree of doubt to creep into my head. Any plan should be adjusted if it's warranted, but excessive second guessing must be prevented from paralyzing you. So, I press on. During the day of flying, I encountered winds from west-southwest, not too strong but noticeable. That same wind was pushing the rain cell to the north-northeast. What is amazing is that as I got closer to the storm, I'm surprised how calm the wind is. I'm not sure if this is a natural phenomenon or a sensory illusion, but I'm enjoying it and I'm not complaining. Also, I have to mention the aircraft I am flying on this adventure. This is a Kallithea gyroplane designed by Nicky Rotor Aviation from Bulgaria. It is a fantastic machine, performing superbly on my long trips and giving me a high degree of confidence I can rely on it. It is fascinating to observe the raw power of Mother Nature. I simply cannot look away from the column of intense rainfall. The whole thing looks like a giant mushroom. As I fly around the rain cell, I do not experience any difficulties controlling the aircraft. Quite the opposite, the air appears to be very smooth. All this does not mean I am not sitting on the edge of my seat. Besides staring at the column of rain, I do monitor the clouds above me and the overall behavior of the storm. So far, there is no price to pay for having a front row seating for this spectacular show, and I hope to keep it that way. Depending on the viewing point and its proximity to the sun, the storm can look more or less threatening, and now it looks outright frightening. In general, as a pilot, I would prefer clear blue skies, but having the opportunity to experience this encounter can only enrich my flying abilities, and I am soaking it all in. This is genuinely mesmerizing, so I will shut up and let you marvel the spectacle in front of your eyes. this point I am clearly beyond the backside of the storm, and it is time for me to concentrate on what lays ahead. I can see more weather activities way to the north of my route. The GPS screen with its weather information confirms that all precipitation is concentrated north of the city of Cheyenne, while I will be skirting its southern edge. This is good news for me as I try to reach Laramie. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give us thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. You should also visit our online store dedicated to gyro related merchandise. Just take a look below this video. Please leave comments and come back to watch more videos of amazing adventures.